Yes.
Oh, man.
20.
20 on the die?
No, 13 plus 7.
I got 16 plus 9.
Yes, precisely. I'm just looking for bear traps. I'm not
Just
even
yeah,
doing
you
it.
just like you're so focused on bear traps that you've forgotten why you're there in the first
Holy
place.
crap.
21.
This is the most perception I've ever had to add to anything.
Inquisitors are perceptive.
Holy mackerel, that is a 24.
24. All right.
Wow.
John Christian says, Quigley, we can't break JimJam during the first half.
Get ready
During
for the second half.
it's all right.
Yeah.
But first half, no.
Guys,
Here's
I
that.
had a 21. Where's my ooze? Come on.
Hooray! Good job.
That's funny.
So all of you with the
Wait,
higher,
does that perception check involve me looking through boxes?
you would be mostly looking around. Like, do you want to be looking through boxes? Like,
No.
Most of the boxes are sealed, so you would have to pry them open to
I
really
don't
look
do
through
that.
them. Yeah.
I make it look like I'm busy.
Yeah. But yeah, you're just waiting for somebody else to to notice something.
I start being like,
What did
no,
you
no,
say
Craig,
yours
hit that
was?
one. Put
16
your back
plus
into
my
it.
9.
So
Math.
25.
There you go.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay, so you, Serafina and Alex, you guys are looking around, and you can actually tell that she's obviously the most competent person around. You can almost immediately notice that Markus is not helping. He's trying to make it look like he's helping, but he's specifically not helping. So you kind of ignore what he's doing.
Performance! 14.
That doesn't beat her 23 perception, so she's
got 20 on
aware
perception,
that
man.
you're just milling about. Quigley, it looks totally lost. Like several times, you hear him shouting. He like, disappears behind some boxes, and a second later, you hear Marco. And like he waits for Crag to like they have to pull him out of the box and go find Quigley. So Crag has to spend most of his time finding Quigley again because he just keeps getting lost in the boxes. But Alex is actually really competent, and she's looking around, and she's on your level, and you guys are looking around, and you both come to a very oddly placed crate that looks like everything else is very neatly stacked and organized, but this one looks as though it has been recently moved. And when you start tapping on it, you realize that there's nothing inside of it. Whereas all of the other boxes, I mean, these are all crates of goods, whereas this one specifically is hollow and looks to have been moved recently, and it seems out of place. And when you start shifting it around, you can see that it is actually sitting over top of a trap door set in the floor.
Do I see this? I rolled a 20. Do I I'm see over it? on my side. I'm over on my
You've
side.
been able to find Quigley so much.
No, because I'm yelling
You're
at you going, no,
incompetent.
Craig, put your
should get
back into
him to
it.
push
No, get this
Oh,
one
is it
open.
too heavy?
Touch them. We'll grab them.
Craig,
After What? everyone he gets open,
can you come
I
over
go
here? We need
searching
your
through for
muscles.
stuff.
I can
He's
do it.
opening boxes?
no, you
I know,
stay.
Enemy's opening them.
No.
Be careful,
I
there might
go
be
over.
traps.
I go over.
Can you?
Okay.
Can you push this crate more? There seems to be a trap door down there.
And by traps, there might be also traps.
Yeah, are there any traps?
I will detect traps.
Okay. Make another check to detect traps.
Oh.
Nope, no traps here, Jim.
Nah, looks safe.
Yeah. Oh,
That's so much.
Sure.
It's probably like a 22.
well,
So am I just adding my strength bonus to pushing
I mean,
this thing?
you guys, you can move it easily. Like it would be
you
no
sure?
effort at all for you to just move
Where's
it.
traps?
Okay, effortlessly. I effortlessly
Yeah.
push it
Trap
on. I
finder.
was like, that wasn't hard. Why couldn't you guys?
So 5
Or
plus
two of you.
11.
Oh, no reason.
16.
16?
16.
You find
looks
no
great.
traps.
Craig, yeah, please push it
Yeah,
for us.
he said I effortlessly.
the
Oh, I
boxes
didn't
are
hear. I'm
moved.
sorry.
He effervescently pushed it.
Effervescently, yes.
Love Sirenscape so
Nicholas
much.
Hansen, by the way, commented, shopping and arguing. Must be Friday night with dragons and stuff.
That's right.
That's why you tune in. We know it.
And the prizes that we give you by using the hashtag dragons and stuff when you share on Facebook this live episode. Publicly.
Oh yeah.
And be in the United States or Canada.
So you've uncovered the trapdoor. There are no traps on it per Alex's observation. What do you do next?
Serafina.
Quigley.
Wait, yes. Quigley,
Me?
it's your
I
turn.
open it immediately.
Okay, you open it, and
Anything
suddenly you see a ladder descends down into darkness.
You wouldn't have to cast light as a spell, would you? Nope.
happens? Torches?
Well, it might give us away.
Oh.
Do you have light?
You know what?
Oh, you know what?
Wait, is it
I
dark?
do.
Oh, it's dark
but
down here.
Yeah,
It
it's
appears
dark.
that Quigley
Yeah?
is against me. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't see a reason.
All right.
No, we don't need it.
We're good.
We got
We're good.
some shades.
You
gonna go
actually, when you
down.
put them on, you can actually see, like, you can see the floor down below. Like, looking down into the hole, you can see far more easily.
They're low light vision glasses. We looted from 2 bodies, so
That's amazing.
Bruce and Stanley.
yeah.
Bruce, that guy.
Bruce is...
Useful in his death.
Yeah, what
So
do we
you know
see?
that you know because they had been identified, those will give you low light vision, but it is not actually dark vision. So in areas of total darkness, you will still need some light source.
But we can still see a little bit
But
more.
yeah, from where you are, you can see, yeah, there's a floor like 10 feet below you. You go down the ladder and there's a stone hallway
You want
down
a
there.
torch?
Shane Grutoff says you find no traps and bear traps.
Do you want a torch?
No, thank you. I need both my hands to kill things.
You know
I
what?
will carry a
I believe
torch.
that. I cast light on your shield. Do you have a shield?
No, but I don't have a shield. Do
You have a shield. Yeah.
Yes.
I cast light on your shield.
Okay.
Oh, we don't need it now. She has light on her shield.
I'll hold on to my dozen
That's
torches.
the sound of my light.
Nice.
That makes sense. That's what light sounds like.
Okay.
So when we go down underneath into this area, it sounds like a circus.
No, that's just me.
I guess so.
Christopher Sisek suggested the smart thing, just detect magic. That book has to be dripping evil juju.
Meta, meta, meta.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna cast it because I don't want to.
Just don't want to.
All right, so who's going first?
All right, so yeah, you head
quickly?
down, or who's going down the
Was it
ladder?
quickly?
I mean, you have the light source, so
I will
you
go
probably got to go
first.
down first. You head down.
Quigley,
Down.
go down there first before I go first.
Go firster.
Of course, I will stride. Boom!
So he goes into the blackness and you're
Inquisitor
behind him.
Serafina.
I kind of hold it. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, you can angle the
see.
light down there so that he can see.
Can
I'm
you?
cautiously
Just
approaching,
be
but I'm not
careful.
afraid.
Sure, of course.
But my sword and my shield are out.
Well, when
So are you
need
going
to
down
put
the
it-
ladder?
Oh yes, I'm down.
Oh, you're down. Okay, so you're in the hallway. Has everybody climbed down? That's all I
Yes.
need to know.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you've all come down. Okay, so you're in a long stone hallway.
Reluctantly.
Reluctantly, you get down to the bottom. By the light of Seraphina's shield, you are able to see that this is definitely not a recent addition. This is not a newly dug out place. This has obviously been here for some time. But you see no signs, there's no like thick, heavy dust, there's no cobwebs, so this must be a trafficked area. People must be moving through it, even though it is an old hallway.
You're giving a lot of people credit for how perceptive they are. Who figures this out? Serafina?
I told
Serafina
you this.
actually
Not
is the one,
any of the other
she
people sitting on
figures
this
all
couch
this out.
has
You
any
guys have
idea
no
about that
idea what's
stuff.
happening.
Quigley's going, I'm underground. That's about all he thought about.
Well, here's the thing. I have all these thoughts, but I spend a lot of time alone. I don't have many friends, so I end up thinking out loud a lot.
Marcus would be your friend.
She's just talking,
could
just
be your
talking as you
friend.
move.
I'm just.
Eventually,
This place is
Seraphina, your light falls upon a closed door at the end of the hallway.
Let me go detect a trap on it.
Go
What?
forth. Detect a trap.
I'm gonna actually do what? Whoa, 14.
Oh, definitely.
there we go. Math.
25. You do find that there is a mechanism
Oh.
on your side of the hallway. Were you to open this door carelessly, without thought, it would activate and cause a noxious gas to fill the hallway. What that gas does precisely, you're not sure, but you don't want to find out either.
Is there a way I can disable that trap?
If you were to roll a disable device
will.
check, with your thieves' tools, you could try to jam the vents through which the tiny stone holes in the stone in the wall. You could try to jam them to disable the trap.
All right, I'm gonna
Brad
try.
Metz, by the way, comments,
Thanks,
that's
Cam.
awesome, love the shades.
Sorry, Neo, I've been
Nice.
not waiting for you.
Brian Summer says Eric and Alex
9
just
plus
took
my
the show back
14.
to 1973.
Okay. As near as
To
you
be
can tell.
clear, by the way, Jim, she did not tell us anything about this, right?
No, she just
I'm just-
goes ahead and
listen.
she starts working. She notices something. You see her working some more.
You gotta wait a second. I'm still at the door.
But you're fairly certain that you will prevent any nastiness from coming forth.
I'm fairly certain.
Fairly
Did you
certain.
find a trap?
Quigley.
Yes, there is a trap here.
Quigley.
Yes.
After you.
Wait. So I feel like I think I'm good, right?
I'm gonna go up against the wall and
Does she
because
know
I'm not
what-
sure if a dart's gonna come out or something.
what
Yeah, I'm
would
gonna,
happen?
I'm gonna tell
Does
you
she
guys.
know?
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
guys. So there was a nauseous gas
Oh.
that was going to...
I turn around. I just walk.
I put my
away.
shirt up over my face. Put my shirt up over my face, and then I open the door.
I'm going the other way.
You try to pull open the door, but it is locked.
Womp womp.
All right.
Lady Alex. Lady Alex.
Yes.
You didn't check for locks.
Listen, I was disabled.
Hey,
Okay.
use your father's locksmith
I'm going to. Yeah.
tools.
All right, Daddy.
Okay. What? This Sirenscape mission is totally creeping me out.
Isn't it great?
I love it.
I got my dice here.
Nicholas Hansen wants to know: did anyone close the trap door? No, nobody's in the
close
place.
doors.
I'm not closing
We got the whole place
door.
sealed
Come
off.
I grew up in a
on.
barn.
If that door closes, we will know that somebody's coming to kill us.
I'm just standing in the dark, a ways back. I can see the light up there in front of me.
Okay, here we go. 16 plus my 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how quickly he's always just like, obviously,
Easily.
clearly,
Obviously, Jim.
we succeed.
Clearly.
It's just, the door's open.
Yes.
Okay,
Indeed.
so
You are able to get the lock open without too much trouble. This is fairly low-grade stuff for you. You're practiced enough now that this provides no real challenge to you.
no, I was gonna punch you. Don't worry.
There is a click. You step back confident now that Quigley can open that door.
Quigley.
All right. Shirt up. Open the door.
Wait. Silently.
Strive only forth.
Okay, Quigley, you open the door, and beyond, there is a large square room that looks like an almost empty storage room. The only things you notice of value are a pair of bolts of silk, a case of sealed bottles of wine, and a pair of spice jars. There is also a small wooden chest in the room. More shockingly, in the middle of the room are two corpses. One is a man dressed in dark leathers who looks badly burned. The second wears a Swiftwinds Trading Company uniform just like the one worn by many of the workers in the store. He also looks badly burned. When you begin to wonder why, the answer comes in the form of a quartet of impish, fiery creatures that swoop down at you from the ceiling. Roll initiative.
Bring it on!
What do they sound like? Do you make the noise?
Oh man,
Make
that
noise.
wasn't
Did
it.
you just command me to make noise?
What'd you get?
Make noise,
Wasting
boy.
my 20.
Same here.
That's what
got
I
a
feel like
22.
they would be like.
We're rolling 20s here
double
on
20s.
initiative.
I
This is
don't know.
stupid.
Womp
10.
7 plus 4.
28.
Quigley's not rolling 20s on initiative.
8, 9,
He's
10,
at
11.
10.
I got 11.
I got 23.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'll be doing whatever I'm doing from way back.
Yeah, you retreated to the beginning of the hallway after learning there was poisonous gas somewhere in this place.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
No, I learned there was nauseous gas.
What in the world?
That's the demons, I guess.
What's your initiative at?
18.
18.
Floating around. I'm going to pummel them into the ground.
That is so cute. I love the little characters.
Serafina.
Made you Lego.
28.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, okay. Way up at the
Wow.
front. I gotta move you over.
I
too many
never
people.
roll over a 12. This is
I don't know why they seem so much. I need so much more room for them
Sir
today.
Crags, brick, what is it called?
Warrior.
World, brick
No, brick time.
Brick time.
Brick time with Sir Crag. Have
time
you
with-
watched the video?
Brick time with Craig.
It's
Brick time with
freaking amazing.
We
Craig.
did put out a video earlier today called Brick Time with Craig.
It's the best.
You should watch it. It's
Shane,
very cool.
Shane Grudoff says, thank you, Marcus. You pronounced my last name correctly. Thank you. I hope I did it again. And Alexander Beecroft says, Alex and Craig at +5 badassery for wearing glasses.
Hell yes.
And Lucas Martinez says, Ash the blacksmith is viciously forging bear traps. That would be very nice of her.
Serafina, with a 28 initiative, you are
Wow.
the first to act.
I run in.
You rush into the room. You see there are 4 of these creatures. They're swooping down towards Quigley, but then they notice you. What do you do?
Step in front of Quigley.
Okay.
With my mace.
She's already doing it wrong.
Ooh. So is it? Okay. I want to hit it.
You want to hit one. All right, you move to the first one and swing your mace.
That would be a 17.
17 to hit is enough. You have struck the first of these creatures. Roll your damage.
Ooh, and it's evil, so more damage.
That's so many dice. I keep on so many dice.
Oh man!
Oh, those are
That's,
nice
8
dice.
plus 7.
Whoa, 15 points of damage.
15 plus your
It's like a crag. That's a crag
Plus
number.
3.
18.
Boom.
Jeez.
In the face.
You just smash this thing,
Welcome to
nearly
Dragons and
driving it to
stuff.
the ground. It's still alive, but you can tell that you have taken a huge chunk of its vitality away as it tries desperately to recover. Crag, you're next.
Is it possible in this small space to get in a flanking position with her?
If you want to try to move into a flanking position with her, you're gonna provoke some attacks of opportunity from the other creatures that are around her. Because there's not a lot of room to maneuver because this is a pretty tight, because you guys are still in the hallway even.
Yeah.
So you can move through your ally squares, just so you guys know, but you can't move through enemy squares.
So I can move up and attack the same one or
A different one.
possibly Cleve.
You see that there's a group of 2 of them that are not the one she's fighting that you could cleave, but they aren't all four. They're all 4 kind of scattered about.
2 of them. I'm going in for a Cleve.
All right,
Do
you
it.
going for the cleave.
Are you raging?
Nothing. This is nothing. This is the beginning. I'm not going to burn that.
This is nothing.
This is nothing.
This is a poor
So-
pittance of demons.
Can it be a charge?
You can't charge. No, you can't charge through.
I can't
You can
charge
move through your ally squares,
Okay.
but you can't charge
Okay,
through
I'm
them.
going up for Great Cleave power attack.
All right. Make it happen.
Do it. Do it.
Come on. Oh, 18 plus 8. 26.
You hit the first one.
Hit the first one. I roll damage on it or go for the second one? Roll damage on the first
Yeah, roll your first damage.
one. 6 plus 12, 18.
18 points of damage. Again, nearly taking this one out in one single hit,
I'm going to go poke
and then
one.
carrying through into the one adjacent to
14 plus 8, 22.
it. Yep. Yep, that hits.
Shane Rudolph says, who is going to out-damage who? Crag damage versus Serafina damage.
That is 23.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you annihilate the second one. You almost kill the first one, and then just cleave through and smash the first one into tiny little bits.
You are so
It is definitely dead. Marcus, you hear from behind you the sounds of fighting and
Splatting.
battle. You look behind and you see that in the light from your spell on Satine's shield, there's a lot of movement ahead, but you can't see what's causing all of this.
Great job, everyone. Just fantastic work.
We can
Keep
see.
it up. Withhold. Yeah, withhold.
Alrighty, Alex.
Can I
You're
dip
up.
my rapier in some of the oil?
If you want to apply the oil of magic weapon,
Yes.
it will be a standard action to do so.
Okay.
So that would be, you wouldn't be able to attack this round, but then you could move.
That's fine. I'm gonna dip it in
Okay.
my rapier.
So you now get +1 to attack and damage with that, and it counts as a magical weapon for the purpose of bypassing damage reduction.
Thank you.
Satine is just getting into the action cam that we have down here. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we have what we call the action cam. So there's items and people and places, and there's even Serafina is down there during her battles as well.
Inquisitor, so.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
So yeah, enjoy that and enjoy the show, everybody.
Alex, it was so good.
Thank you. I love that outfit so much. Okay, sorry.
Okay, the creatures are ready to retaliate. The one fighting you sees that behind you is just a line of people. There's Alex and Quigley and you just standing there. So it raises its hands.
Oh, God.
It draws in a deep breath and then belches a gout of flame.
Aw, man.
Each of you needs to make a reflex save.
Oh, jeez.
Nicholas Hansen says, "There's fool on your hammer, Craig."
Oh. That's okay. There's a lot of them.
By nearby ally, is that adjacent? Or
Reflex.
is that,
8 plus 8, 16.
The people adjacent to you
Right.
would be Quigley. He's right behind you because you stepped in front of him. But that's the only one who's currently adjacent to you. Because he moved over. He's further away than right
got
next to you.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you get to add that +1 to yours.
So I keep
20.
my eyebrows.
16.
15.
15. Okay, each of you is singed, but you managed to, you throw up your shield. You actually duck under Quigley, who has his shield raised. You
Thanks,
each take
Quigley.
2 points of fire damage, and are not on fire, which is fantastic news.
So bad, everybody.
Yeah, it's fine. Crag, here come the claws. Each one of them starts flapping around your head, trying to claw you. Each one with 2 claws.
I'm assuming he's not close enough for me to see him.
No, because he's moved up, and you're actually still in the entranceway, so you're not even technically in the room yet, because Satine stepped in front of you. All right, Crag, here come the claws. 2 hits from the first one. Crag. You take a total of 10 points of damage. And then the next 2 claws are coming at you. That's a miss, a 1 on a die.
Oh, what
Miss.
happens? What?
His nail
Missed
falls off and
completely.
you take it. and you make another
The
glove.
second one hits a 15. Is that you or no?
It's a 15?
Yeah.
No, because
15 is not.
16.
Okay. Is that accounting for cleaving? Because when you cleave.
That's accounting for cleaving.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I'm usually 18.
Gotcha. Understood. So the second one misses horribly.
That's weird that it just turned into a 16 just like that. Isn't that weird?
It's just so.
Oh,
Oh wait, sorry,
auspicious
Craig.
mark?
Actually,
Demons-
16.
demons have auspicious mark?
16. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
So I only
The-
take 10 points of damage.
Huh?
10 points of damage.
Yeah, total of 10 points of damage this round. The other one begins to, it lands on the, it was flapping around, the last one lands on the other side of the room and begins to dance around, waving its hands in the air, but nothing appears to happen just yet.
Just yet.
Summoning another demon.
Quiggles!
Big mother's coming down.
Is that it?
Yes.
Ah, can I dodge to it?
You are gonna make, you can't charge it, you could get to it, but you'll take an attack of opportunity from the one that she's fighting.
It's fine.
Know it. Attack of opportunity. Bring it on!
Okay. Oh, 15 doesn't hit you, I know that. I know, you're a tough old bird these days.
Get a
I
ring.
run up and I'm very sorry. So I was considering that we had coated our weapons in the oil beforehand. Since we haven't done that,
It only lasts for 3 minutes, so.
well then well, I don't have it out, so I'm just going to hit with my.
I always have it out with
my master
Ew.
sword.
Okay,
my spell book.
Oh.
roll an attack.
19.
19 is a hit, Quigley.
Larry Peterson says we really need Ring of Fire playing in the background for this round. And Charles Pryor makes a comment to one of our previous guest stars, says Seraphina is the new Sassafras. We had Alison Hayslip here, she played Sassafras.
Oh, yeah.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. You slice through it. You can tell that your sword, it doesn't do nearly as much damage as the hit would suggest.
And I look at it and I say, "Fight me now!"
Okay,
It says, okay.
sure. Crag, you're up.
So,
No, Seraphina's up.
I.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Seraphina's up.
So did you actually, you hit it, you distracted it?
I don't know if I broke its
Was it that
concentration,
one?
but
It'll have to make a concentration check on its round.
But the one in front of me,
Yeah.
I would like, because I'm kind of in the way, right? Like,
Yeah.
people can't really go through.
No, people can move through your space, so. But the thing is, they're moving around you, and they're taking, like, the creature gets attacks of opportunity against the ones that are trying to fan out into the room around you. But you're not actually blocking anybody from getting up.
Okay,
Seraphina, can you read this comment from Richard Roberts? for
Richard
us?
Roberts, hey guys, I just want to say how amazing you guys are. It's taken me 3 weeks to watch all 27 episodes. It's been on constantly at my house so much. And my 3-year-old son said, I'm taking my full action to hop in my bed.
That's amazing.
wonderful.
That's the
That is
greatest
awesome,
thing.
Richard.
That
Sounds
is
like that.
awesome.
That keeps coming
I
back and playing more
That
and
is
more.
Thank you, Richard. That's so awesome.
Thank you, Richard. Congratulations on catching up, and
Oh, I love
congratulations on
that.
having an amazing 3-year-old. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
And welcome to the live show.
Yeah, welcome to our family.
Make sure you share. Use hashtag Dragon and stuff. Go ahead, Seraphina.
Is there a way that I could basically take my super cool mace and like baseball bat this guy in front
Yeah.
of me, but I want to like hit him hard so he kind of like lifts and
That's called a
goes back.
reverse chicken.
You want to knock him back. I mean, technically, there's
Instant
like all
combat.
kinds of.
Like I want to get.
I tell you what. because these creatures are much smaller than you are, you can make, there's an attack called a bull rush. Normally you have to charge a creature to take it. These guys are much smaller than you. If you want to wield your mace in 2 hands, you won't get your shield bonus this round, but you'll get to smack with 2 hands, and I will allow an attempt to try to push it back when you do. All right, smash it.
Womp womp.
What was it?
Didn't
I
go well.
got a. Is that a 4?
Looks like a
That's
4.
a 4 plus 7.
No, you swing for the fences, but this thing just kind of like lifts itself up out of the way, and you whiff completely. Very frustrating.
JimJam, I have a question of what that looks like mechanically. Is that like the shield is attached to her arm so that when she takes her mace, she can still swing, but the shield is on?
What he's asking?
I blame
what
you.
he's asking?
He's asking
Jim,
is how can I
he
abuse
do
this
that?
thing?
What he's saying is, can I do? She's a guest star, Quigley. She's a guest in our house, and she's allowed to do that. You carry a box on your back.
It's so useful, and JimJam had no idea we were going to do that.
Basically, as her move action, she like tosses her shield, almost like, because you can wear the shield like a backpack almost. So as her move action, she unequips her shield, grabs her mace, and
The
smashes.
issue
You really
is that
can't do
there
that.
was light cast on it, so when I went to turn it, it blinded me a little bit.
Yeah, it just threw you off, and it wasn't your best moment.
That's
true.
why
Good
you
next time.
whiff. Yeah,
true.
that's
It was a
That's
test
why
swing.
you wear sunglasses at night, so it doesn't.
Crag, what's happening?
Oh, it's my turn? So I killed the one. There's one left.
Yeah,
I see that crazy dancing happening.
yeah.
Am I able to charge at that one?
You could, if you want to provoke that attack of opportunity.
Is it Quigley standing in front of it?
I mean, he would just go at a different angle because he's not
I
coming
just
in
don't want
straight
Crag
on.
to charge, because, you know,
Just cause.
Crag. Yeah.
Screw him.
Marcus reasons. It's
Kind
what
of
my
the
shirt
Adam
says.
says quickly thinks that every problem can be solved
going-
by shouting at it.
I would like
I'm very
to
loud,
provoke
so
the attack.
I would love for you to provoke that attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take an attack of opportunity. And I'm charging forward with a power attack.
All right. Well, I don't hit you, so.
Oh, I hit you.
All right.
15 plus 8.
Yeah. You got him.
Oh my god, look at it. Correct.
Bam! 15.
15 points.
15
of
points of damage.
Wow.
How'd that
Not
feel?
enough to kill it, but enough to make it exceedingly unhappy.
And it's got to do a concentration
Does
check.
that double up on the concentration check?
It does. It makes
I know
sense.
you're-
You have to take.
I know you're over there in the GM side, and the couch is over here, but I'm letting you know the couch right now, confidence is high.
Confidence
If
is
you
high.
don't break it, I don't know what's gonna.
Confidence is high.
Hit
You
him.
guys are
Listen, this
doing
is the
well.
Hit
beginning.
him.
This is the
Ravstrong
So
beginning.
mean to us.
Ravstrong
Thank you.
says, make sure to use your full action to like and share with hashtag
Yeah.
Dragon, which you
Absolutely.
should do, and make
Thanks,
sure it's
Rav.
public. And if you live in the United States or Canada, we're going to maybe possibly, if you win, send you some prizes.
A dungeon crate!
Dungeon crate.
Which is awesome.
Great.
We've got some
Dungeon
awesome
crate
stuff.
is great.
Dungeon crate is great. Oh, I messed it up. Dungeon crate is great. Dungeon crate is
Oh,
great.
no.
Dungeon crate is great. 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 Dungeon crate is great.
Cool, guys. Marcus, what are you doing?
They haven't even had sugar really
We
yet, or
have
no?
fun.
I
No, I
am
some Coke.
Dinner.
I had half my dinner.
You're withholding your actions strategically.
And telling Doc to put up the discount code for Dungeon Crate down in the info.
Alex, that brings us to your turn.
So there's the one dancing, the other one is dead.
Yeah. So Crag has left one alone.
He has left that one alone.
Satine or
Pretty much
Seraphina
dead.
is fighting one right in front of her. Quigley and Crag have cornered another one of these creatures.
Okay, I'm gonna flank with Seraphina.
Okay, if you want to, because the way you have to move to get into a flanking position, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity, but
That's
you can
fine.
do it. All
Yep.
right. I believe that your AC is up against attacks of opportunity. So does a 23 hit?
I tell you my AC, right? 17?
Yeah.
17 I have.
And then you get to add 4 because you have, against attacks of opportunity, your AC is higher.
21?
21, so 23, still gonna get you.
You need a button
85.
that says
90,000. But it's a mere scratch. You take 3 points of damage as you
Okay.
get into position, level
okay.
your blade, and make a single attack.
Brian Summer
right.
says Dungeon Crate just called. They want their stuff back.
They're done with all of that.
So 1d6. 5 plus my 2 is 7.
Curiosity, you are very confident that you were going to hit on that one.
You didn't even roll.
You didn't even roll an attack.
Oh, I
you just
thought
were
you
like,
said to
boom,
roll.
damage. Yeah, so just take that. We'll just take that back. We'll just take that damage right back.
nice.
My turn.
Well, I'm flanking her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to choose this action to act now.
Okay.
Can I see the bad guy?
You see that Seraphina is fighting one, but as everything else in the room, you don't have line of sight to.
Do I see the bad guy?
Yeah, you see what she's fighting.
All right, magic missile.
Okay. 2d4, 3d4, right?
He's just vulturing
Yeah,
that
I just
kill.
rage.
Pew, 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 pew.
He's just vulturing.
Yeah, he's just sniping your
That's
kill.
what
Strategically sniping your
saving
kill.
her
Right.
damage. It's their turn, and she would get attacked this turn. But now, thanks to the power of the universe, there are a lot of ones. I mean, that's technically a leaner, but you know, not really.
It's hard to get a leaner on a D4.
Yeah.
2. 9 magic missile damages.
9 magic missile damages. The creature that you are fighting, you are getting ready for your next swing. When 3 bolts of magical energy come whizzing around your head and smack right into the creature you're fighting, it explodes. And is just then there's just a
Covered
puff
in
of
goo.
smoke and it's gone entirely.
Smoke
I'm
and
going to
goo?
say sorry. They don't normally do that.
But there's no goo.
There's no goo. No, these things when they die, they just turn into ash
Did you add
and
it to your
smoke.
kill count?
Oh, yeah.
But there is ash.
Yes, there's ash.
And I kind of like, just as it bursts into ash,
Oh, battle.
War paint.
yeah.
Cool.
I blow it in Marcus's face.
Take some of the ash and you do the.
Nice.
Let's see if
Very
this guy. I don't think there's any possibility of this guy not being interrupted. It's just not possible.
You're the GM. You can do what you want.
Unless you roll a 20 on the die.
No!
When you roll a 20 on the die,
Mrs. Quigley!
anything's possible. Look at it. Come look.
Believe you.
Come look at what I rolled.
There's a red 20.
Big ol' red 20.
You have to, don't you have to roll 2 concentration checks?
No, it's 1 for the total amount of damage that I've taken this turn.
He's the GM. You are his pawn.
You literally
he can
do
do with
what
you
he
what
wants.
he wants.
You know what? Bring it on!
Big ol' red 20 and a big ol' red second creature appears as if by magic directly behind Crag and unleashes a torrent of flames. Each of you
fudge.
rolling a reflex save. I
told
Your
you.
shield is worthless here, Quigley.
Not you. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I got a 20.
Thank you.
16 plus 4, 20.
Okay.
12?
12. Good, not as good. Quiggles, you're taking 6 points of damage, and you're on fire.
Stop, drop, and roll!
Crag, you take 3 points of damage, and you're not on
Water.
fire.
Where's Lyra? Water.
Yeah, where's
water.
Lyra?
Water.
Our cleric does water all the time.
Tobias
Should've been
Steed,
perfect.
I was reading up on some rules, and I'm DMing an online group for 2 weeks now, and I was wondering, is your nat 20 automatic crit a house rule? Yes. I like the idea that if you roll the highest possible result, you do not need to confirm. Now, if you have a weapon with a crit range, like 19 to 20 or 18 to 20, anything that is not a natural 20 does have to be confirmed to be a crit. But on a natural 20, you get your crit. You earned it. You earned it on a night, just like I earned my next creature by rolling a nat 20 on my concentration check. I earned it.
Mrs. Quigley lies too, because I think she likes you and I think she likes
Face.
you. If they If there were a spell
You can
called
take a
Eyes
picture
of
of it.
Daggers, I just got it.
This is
take a
gonna,
picture
this
of
is
that
gonna
20.
be a rough ride home, guys.
Yeah.
We carpool. It's gonna be.
And with Kyle,
Gonna make
we're
me
gonna
sit
take
in
it.
the trunk.
Mrs. Quigley,
Again?
you're allowed to just come hit him. There's no rules that say
Do
you can't
it.
just
Do
hit
it.
him.
Oh, that was a good.
Did you guys hear that?
Did the microphone
pretty-
pick that up?
Yeah, I bet.
I want to clear
The other
the
thing is she
messages
uses
really quick.
her knuckles really hard.
That's
She
how
knows
you're
what she's
supposed to
doing.
hit.
Don't mess with Mrs.
That's how you
Quigley.
punch.
Really quickly, I want to clear the
These
messages here.
knuckles.
Charles Pryor, Serafina needs to see the awesome that is when Quigley initiates the slide under the monster debacle.
To be
Yeah, that's
fair,
a thing.
if I slide under it, does it stop my burning?
You can't? Because that's
No.
a genius idea.
Oh, I've
Well,
done
he-
it. I just never,
He's
it never
not good
works.
at, right,
Yes.
acrobatics.
We end up in piles.
And Blair Peterson says, I miss the days when Marcus used to help Crag with that awesome spell of acid arrow
We
all the
haven't
time.
seen a good acid arrow in a long time.
I don't think he prepared it.
I don't like the
Shame.
fact that we keep using this all the
That's a
time.
real shame.
And Dylan Henry says, the wife uses intimidate.
Oh,
And it's frightening. Clarette is a scary, scary bard.
Improved unarmed strike. Okay. Now, that was just one of my many creatures, so the
Yes.
rest of them begin to act as well.
yeah.
The one
I'm
near
excited.
Serafina obviously has just burst into nothingness. However, the one that Crag left all alone turns towards you two, and each of you will be making a reflex save
Okay.
now.
So Shane Grutok says, hey, we've had 27 episodes. Why does JimJam not have a dice camp? It's so he can cheat
13.
and lie to us.
8 plus 8,
about his
16.
nasty
16. Both of you take a mere 2 points of damage.
Of fire damage or damage?
Of fire damage.
You know, as the producer
But are
of the
otherwise
show,
fine.
I would say the reason that Jim does not go to Dice Camp is that Jim is the GM of the game, and I want Jim to have the ability to run the game the way he wants to run the game.
Yeah.
And so the mystery of what happens behind that GM screen is just fascinating, and is his and his alone.
We'd all be dead.
So he can cheat.
No, he doesn't
he
cheat. He
doesn't
saves us. He
cheat.
cheats to save us.
He can.
We would all be dead.
He can do whatever he wants,
We
Quigley.
would all be dead.
He can do whatever he wants.
You know, potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
He needs to
cheats.
walk the line and keep us
Quigley
alive.
just got struck by
Yucky.
lightning and just died. It's amazing.
It's a natural phenomenon.
The creature that summoned the second creature still gets an action this round. What? Yes, you still get an action on the round that you summon something, or the next round. So, seeing that poor Quigley has caught on fire
going to hunt
and
him
is
next
antagonizing me to no end, I'm going to attack him twice with claws.
All right, bring it on.
2 claws. Let's see those nat 20s popping up. Critical hits.
My shield's at the ready.
It's amazing. You haven't even rolled them yet, and they're already 20s.
I already know. I have a feeling. Critical hits. You're fine. You're fine, but you're on fire. That's all my creatures. That's all we have time for until it's your turn, Quigley. What do you want to do?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay. You can. What that does is it gives you a bonus to the reflex save that is required to put yourself out. It is a DC 15 reflex save to put yourself out. You get a +2 bonus for rolling around on the ground.
So I have to roll a 10 or above. All right. So I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Nat 20!
What?
It looks like you're not
Wow.
on fire anymore,
And I
Quigley.
spring back up and can take the rest of my action!
No, it is a standard action to try to put yourself out. You can take a move action, but it's a standard action to try to put yourself out.
No, I'm going to stay in a position that I can defend Sir Craig.
Okay,
slide
but you
under
are
the
on the ground. You dropped.
Oh, I'm going to
so-
stand up and
okay,
take the
that
attack of
provokes
opportunity.
from both creatures. No, the other one is by Crag. Never mind. But I think I got you, Quigley. 23? 23 hits. 4 points of damage. As this thing slashes you as you stand.
A tie goes to attacker.
We move on to round 3. Serafina, it's your turn.
So I have a guy in front of me, huh?
You've got he's no longer directly in front of you, but just over here, flipping around, just tried to burn you. Not very effectively, but he tried to burn you.
I look at him and what you guys see is me going, but I basically ear-piercing scream him.
You are ear-piercing, screaming,
Ooh, you have a.
How does Quigley
casting
not have that?
a spell.
Because he already
15
does it.
fortitude.
Ear-piercing scream. Do you have the damage on that real quick?
Okay, so it says here, 2, 1, 4, 7, 4, 8, 3, 6, 4, 7, D6.
That is definitely a weird thing. It is 1d6 per 2 caster levels. So that's going to give you 3d6 possible damage and a daze effect if I don't save correctly.
But this other number that's written on the page.
I know. I understand.
Lots of D6s.
But I'm going to go with a no on that
would be
because you don't
amazing.
have that many dice in the building.
Well, we kind of maybe. There's a lot
We'll
of
have Diana do the
dice.
math on it.
Hey, hey.
I do
Hey,
have
roll.
36 though.
Hey, what do you
You can
think?
just roll
what
the
you talking
entire
about?
episode.
That is a 5, a 1, and a 3.
Not
5,
bad.
a 1, and a 3. Sonic damage coming at this guy. He rolls a pitiful save. So he is getting the full damage and being dazed for a round.
Ha!
Nice. Actually, he had also already been hit by Crag once. So he explodes in a burst of flame and smoke. And ash
Nice.
trickling down. Yeah, definitely dead. And more ash is added to your face. Love it.
Brian Summers says, we have found Quigley's greatest strength, rolling around on the ground.
He's the best at it. Crag, you're up. The battle is going well. You got 2 creatures flanking you right now. That's not your favorite thing.
I can't be
but
flanked.
you
Doesn't
can't be
matter.
flanked.
I got my.
Yeah,
I
it
got
doesn't
my
matter. You don't
ring.
even
It's
care.
like, whatever.
You literally don't even care.
So I'm still. No, I'm gonna turn around since I got burned from the back. I'm turning around on that creature,
Okay,
taking a power swing at it.
take your attack.
17 plus 8, 25.
Yeah, you got him.
Come on. 9 plus 12.
Oh my gosh.
21.
21.
Oh, 21 points of
Blackjack.
damage.
What happens to that guy?
Yeah, you crush it. You crush it straight to the ground, driving it all the way down with your hammer, smashing it against the stone. There is a burst of smoke and ash, and when you lift your hammer, there's just like a scorch mark on the stone.
Ah, try to burn
and
me,
nothing
will
else
ya?
left.
You are
Pretty. That's why
Seraphina,
there's
do you
all
want to
these.
take Benjamin Snyder's comment?
Benjamin Snyder. Basically, Seraphina is like a metal rocker and just scream the demon apart. This is not the greatest song in the world. This is just a tribute. Also, one of my favorite songs.
And Kevin
Nice.
Robert Terrell says, I like her dice.
Yeah, she's got really cool dice.
This one?
Runic. I don't know. They're all
Yeah, Kevin mentioned he likes your dice.
They're Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got E ones.
Nice.
They're nice.
Marcus,
Hi.
it is your turn. You see no enemies, though you know that there's still fighting going on. What do you do? Strategically, withhold. Alex,
So,
Strategically?
big one's up there. There's another one that's with
there's
Crag,
another one, but it's kind of backed into a corner with Crag and Quigley.
So I can't get to that.
No, you could get to it because there's the diagonal space you could
Go
occupy.
under.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that. I'm gonna
Slide
between
under.
the legs,
Slide
go
under the
under the
legs.
legs,
Yeah.
and stab it.
There it
If
is.
she does this,
Stab.
I'm going to be like,
Roll
that's
for
what I've
what?
been wanting to do.
Roll for what? Attack?
Don't
roll
roll
for
a 1
attack.
because you'll stab Quigley in between the legs.
Are
you doing that to
Nine
cursor?
plus
Yeah.
my.
Acrobatics?
He's against
She's
us
just,
always.
I think she's just moving. You don't have to, like, you can just stab it. Like, there's no acrobatics needed to move up and stab this thing. So,
No, but she did the acrobatics.
17.
17. That's a hit.
He's so sad.
My poor
Jeff is-
monsters. My
upset?
poor
He's so sad.
monsters.
All right.
She's
My poor little monsters.
So many.
Ew.
Oh.
1 plus my 2 gives me 3 plus my 1, 4.
4 points of damage. Doesn't even touch it. No, wait, you have the magic weapon. You did. Yeah, that's right. Wouldn't normally even touch it. However, you stab it through the middle, having already been bludgeoned brutally by Crag, slashed by Quigley. Your strike is all it can take as it
Nice.
bursts into a shower
So
of
I
ash.
take the ash and I go, Seraphina!
Save some for me.
Yes.
Is this what we're doing now?
The creatures have
She
been
said
slain.
good for the skin. She said it's good for the
And
skin.
you are victorious.
Everybody
Leaving
stop
you
moving.
alone in this empty, nearly empty storage room with 2 dead, scorched bodies and some items. What do you do?
Check the scorched bodies and see if they're
We're
anyone
done?
we have known.
There's another one.
Do you have
Okay.
knowledge local? You are done.
I
Yes.
don't believe
Okay.
Checking out the room,
Can I check out the
perceiving
bodies?
nothing.
No one
also-
has said anything. I go, you guys still alive?
You just know, you can just hang out down there. It's
Okay, we
fine.
won? Good.
You can come
Cool.
in now.
You don't recognize either of the bodies as anybody that you've interacted with in town or anybody that you've heard of.
I would like to inspect the bodies and then the room.
Yes.
How bad does the room smell?
It smells very sulfurous, but it doesn't otherwise
Oh, like
smell
farts?
too
someone
terrible.
Not like dead bodies?
No.
Like farts.
These look. Sorry.
21.
21. Okay, so you know that there's a
just
chest in the room, but it's off to the side, just a wooden trunk. It's not even like it's not like a proper treasure chest. It's just a trunk of some stuff. It's not too large. You could hold it in your hands. There are also 2 jars, 2 spice jars, and 2 some things of silk. Why can't I think of the
Bolts.
word? Bolts of silk. These are standard trade goods, and it looks to be as though these are Swiftwind's goods. So either they were storing things down here, or something that you have, if Swiftwinds is not aware of this space, this could be like a little side operation that, because you see that one of the bodies is a Swiftwinds employee, there's a chance that this guy was kind of hiding things away and then selling them on his own for a little cut for himself.
I say, Swiftwind, they're behind this too.
They're always behind everything.
They're the worst.
I keep my eyes just on Lord Markus.
I'm gonna
Okay.
come into the room and see everybody covered
Yeah.
in ash
Yeah,
with their finger traces of it. I'm just gonna.
yeah.
Oh,
Things have
do
gotten
the ash
intense in
thing.
here.
That's something we're doing now, huh?
Sneaky Alex.
Except for Craig.
Inquisitor Serafina says it's good for the skin.
It is good
Oh,
for
well,
the
then
skin.
by all means, Squiggly, just lather it up then. John Christian, by the way, says, great job, Serafina. You've really whipped this team into shape. You've got them out of town, incorrect, into the tunnels and into a battle before the first break. John Christian, you're wrong on the first account. She didn't get us out of town. We're still in town.
It's true.
That's because the adventure was in town. I knew these guys couldn't get out of town quick enough, so I put the adventure into town.
Yes.
That's
The
good
chest.
thinking.
Okay.
You were checking out the bodies. Are you looting the bodies?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do something else.
So the first guy is this guy. You've never seen him before. Do you have knowledge local
No.
as a skill?
No.
Okay, so it's somebody that you've never seen before. He looks very badly, but you're not sure whether it's that you don't immediately recognize him. It could just be because of these very severe burns that cover his body. It's very obvious what happened to these two. He's wearing dark leathers and carrying some items that look serviceable. You see a very fine-looking dagger.
All right, I'll take
He's
it.
wearing a pouch of coins.
I'll take it.
But what stands out to you most, one of the pieces of his
bulge.
flesh that survives,
The what?
is that on his ankle is a tattoo of a circle with a diagonal slash running down it that you immediately recognize to be the symbol of woe.
Guys. He's got a tattoo of woe.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Should we take it as evidence?
You want me to rip off the skin for you?
I was just asking a question.
You want the ankle?
I
I'll get
don't
the
want
ankle.
it, but
You want
I
that
was just
foot?
considering. I don't want the
It's like a
foot.
rabbit
the
foot.
foot?
It'd
Look
be
at
like
it. It's not even a very good-looking foot.
If you do a quick sketch, it's proof that he has that on his ankle.
All right, good to know. I don't want to cut it off.
You're well aware that word from Serafina, if she were to describe this to somebody, would be taken as law. Like nobody would question her if she made a report
Now,
that
does Serafina-
included this tattoo. You don't actually have to take the foot.
Does Serafina
Unless you want
know-
to. I can't stop
Oh
you.
yeah, does Serafina,
Serafina
know
know
about
of
woe?
I know a woe. Do I know a woe?
Make a knowledge religion check.
What's a natural 20?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Let me tell you about this.
Probably knows that we set him
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, does she?
before coming to Trapsborough, you had done some research on the town. You know that like centuries and centuries ago, this was a theocratic nation, and that they worshipped a god king named Woe. And he ruled over the lands for a long time, but eventually was cast down. The history, exactly what happened gets really vague, and you weren't able to find a lot of concrete information, but you know it is a god that is not worshipped now, and that is would have once been the sort of god king of this region. But other than that, there's not a lot that you have to go on.
Hipster.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to the wooden box. Seraphina
Okay.
asked me to, and I'm going to check for traps first.
Sure.
I'm learning,
it
guys.
for
18.
Traps.
Trap's good.
Trap's
Roll an
good?
18.
That would be a 29.
Oh, yeah.
You are
How do
certain that this box is safe to open.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and open it.
Roll a reflex. I'm just kidding. You don't have to roll.
With the sunglasses, you
inside-
can't see her eyes.
I know, but I can see her face drop. She got so upset with me for just a brief moment. You find a myriad of potions. If Markus took a look at them, he'd be able to easily identify them. We don't need to worry about.
Markus!
Yeah. I want you to look at the potions.
Yo,
Hi.
Markus! Come over here. I need your help. I need your help.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Sure, I'm gonna go over there.
Nothing's gonna bite you. Just get over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over there.
Oh my
She's just got in her hands. It's a box inside their potions. You recognize they're fairly low level but useful.
Bear trap.
You see 2 oils of Bless Weapon, which makes weapons effective against incorporeal creatures. It bypasses damage reduction of evil creatures. It's not the same as Magic Weapon, but it has a very similar effect. There is 1 potion of Resist Energy attuned to cold. There is a potion of Resist Energy attuned to acid, and a potion of Resist Energy attuned to fire.
Those 2 are less weapon oils. The other ones are basically worthless. I should hold on to them.
What are they, Markus?
They're potions for spellcasting.
Sense motive check.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
like
sense
to
motive.
very specifically. What is it called?
18
There's no way. There's no way he
plus
will
my
beat this one.
7. 18 plus my 7.
Fire up his dice cam. He's gonna lie about it.
25.
Discern lies.
What's that?
I don't know. Do I have to do something?
Hold on. Roll your die first.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
What's my?
Fire
18
up his
plus
dice cam.
18 plus 25.
What is it?
16.
I win.
Yes. Alex, you are well aware that Markus definitely wants these potions,
full
but
of
not
beans.
for any reason he's told you. And you're well aware that, I mean, you can almost immediately tell that, yeah, he's definitely withholding information and not being truthful.
Markus?
Lies. Lies.
Oh, she spotted you out, Lord Markus, right away.
I say, I'm sorry, Seraphina. Are these potions
Inquisitor.
not for spellcasters?
What were the potions again?
Resist energy, acid, cold, and fire. They're effective for everyone.
They are effective for everyone.
Well, are spellcasters not under the umbrella of everyone?
Your lies disgust me.
But they're not true.
I
just
grab
come up and I
them
go-
from him.
I go,
Okay.
Shame.
Yes, oh,
Shame.
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 I like Inquisitor Seraphina.
Just shame to begin distributing potions about.
If you
Nice.
didn't lie, you would have your potions. That is my judgment.
So who gets what then?
That's for you guys to decide.
Oh, God. We'll see you next half.
Yep, see you next week, guys. They're going to decide who gets those
I
potions.
say, Inquisitor Seraphina, do you have any healing powers?
Yes, I do. And also, he did lie, but if he's the better person to use this, you should probably give it back to him.
Which ones were that? Which ones were they again? It was fire,
Fire, acid, and cold.
fire, acid, and cold.
We can give him one. He can have mine. I don't care.
It's all right.
Alex, did you want to? I know it's very important to decide who gets what potion, but did you want to take a look at the other body?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There's bodies in here, huh?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Do I know them?
Make a knowledge local check.
I'm about, a quarter of the way feeling bad. I feel 3/4 good. Do you mind healing me up?
You can make a heal check if you want to try to discern the extent of his wounds.
Yeah.
16. Knowledge,
16.
local.
This guy in the Swiftwind, the one guy, you don't know who the heck that is. You've never seen him before. But this other guy who's wearing the Swiftwind's like tabard, he's obviously an employee of the company. You remember there's a guy, his name is Jason Creve. Jason Creve. Low level, worked in the store.
Look at the bodies down there.
Not anybody who has ever really made any trouble, but also kind of kept to himself and didn't really put himself out there either.
Poor Jason. We didn't even
Poor
know
Jason.
him.
Don't even know him. When you look over this body, you don't find anything except for a small wooden token that you immediately recognize to be a drink token from the very fine establishment, the Naiad.
Wait, but do I see it, or is she pocketing it before I see it?
I mean, she hasn't made any attempt to hide it that I'm aware of, that she's declared, so I'm gonna
No.
say she's just taking stuff and putting it away. And you were there looking at him because you were trying to just figure out who he
Naiad,
was.
that Carl, he's getting smart. He's having his own internal cash. It's like Patty's dollars.
Patty's dollars, that's
Yeah.
right. It's a
He's
circular.
got Naiad, yeah, it's a circular
Well,
thing.
yeah.
It's a, yeah.
And Brian Summer says it's not looting, it's recycling.
Thank you,
And Benjamin
Brian.
Snyder says, he's been creeved in half. No, he was burned, Benjamin. Come on.
Well,
28 for healing.
Marcus.
28 for you. You see that he's hurt, but the level of magic, like you can decide however you want to do it, but you would guess that it's with the level of healing that you have access to, it's probably a little bit more than he needs. So it's up to you whether you want to use that more powerful spell now or just tell him to walk it off.
That's all right.
Walk it
I
up.
have
Walk it
I
up.
can take.
You can hit.
Marcus.
Some dirt on it.
Marcus, I flipped
Put some
you
ash on it, you'll be fine.
the coin thing.
Ah, thanks.
The cure light.
You're the drunk of the group.
All
I don't
right.
need
Is
that.
the cure light 1d8 plus 3?
1d8 plus 3.
All right.
All righty, guys. If you would like, you can also take the
Spices.
You can take the silk,
cook?
the case of wine, and the jars of spice. You know that those command a decent price, and you know that Swiftwind. You know that you would be able to, if you so chose, be able to declare them as spoils and requisition them without. And Swiftwinds really wouldn't be able to challenge that very effectively under the circumstances. If you wanted them to be able to take this stuff so they could get a little bit of cash for themselves.
I got this. I pick up the spice. I pick up the bolts,
Yeah.
and then I wiggle down and pick up the spices.
You know,
You should definitely have this and sell it. I don't know where you're going to put them all, but
and then I open up my magic box and I just throw them in there and they disappear into nothingness
Okay.
and I close
It's probably
the
gonna
box.
smash. Yeah.
Whoops.
but it smells
Those
divine.
were definitely clay jars of spice that are 100% shattered down below. Like, you know that immediately when they disappear.
I've done it, and I know that they were clay
No,
jars.
you declared
Fine,
it,
I've
Clarice.
already done
You
it.
declared
I
it.
thought we were talking about the bolts of silk. They're not
Well,
going
no,
to break.
because I assumed
She
that you would pick
had
Oh,
up
they were
extra.
right on
Yes.
top.
Yeah.
You just dump them in.
Fine, I just dump them in.
Did you hand him the wine too, or no?
No, it was just
No, the case of
spices.
wine would have to have been separate.
Fine, I
couldn't
walk,
fit
I
anymore.
carry them down into the whatever I
It's already-
didn't drop. You just tell me what I didn't throw
Threw
in,
everything in
Jim
there.
Jam.
Threw everything
No,
in
no,
there.
she literally
Look how
no, I'm
salty he
pretty sure
is for making his own
now-
ridiculous
Yeah,
declaration.
this
No,
is
that-
your fault, Jim.
This was you doing it.
Do you
You
not
just
think
tell
that it's
me.
strange
All
what
right,
he
so
just
you got
did?
the bolts of silk, you can have the jars of
I don't
spice, and you
believe
can
it's
have
weird.
the case of wine.
No.
You can sell those
I
at a later time.
Is
The
it
chest-
weird that he did that?
What's weird?
It's, I mean, you're aware enough, you've traveled enough that you're aware that that is definitely a not normal thing, but magic easily explains it. Like, okay, so there's obviously that box is not as small as it seems.
I didn't expect that.
We're full of interesting things. So how many bolts? There were 2 bolts of silk.
2 bolts of silk, 2 jars of spice, and a case of wine, which gives you a dozen bottles. And it looks to be good vintage. You're not a connoisseur, but you can tell this was probably some higher end stuff.
I've had my fair share
Adam.
of alcohol at the Naiad, and I
Did
know
you write
it's
down
good
all
and
the
not
potions?
bad.
Well, I don't have any potions.
Who has the?
You have all the potions.
No.
Jose
I don't
Angel
know.
says I
There's
failed the
sesame
rest of my
distribute.
fortitude saves tonight, lovely people. I'm gonna go to sleep and catch up in the morning.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, Jose. Thanks for sticking with us. And thank you all for
it's-
watching. Hopefully you've shared
you
this
know where
half
we are?
and used the hashtag Dragon stuff and live in the United
running
States
out
of
of
Canada to be
room.
eligible to win prizes.
I can take them if you want.
Yeah, I'll give them to you.
So it's 2 potions of holy whatchamadiggin?
Bless weapon.
What? Bless weapon.
Bless weapon.
So why don't you take a potion of... No, you already have it.
I'm definitely gonna remember this in the future and no
incorporeal
longer
friends.
identify things for them.
You take it 1 for blessed. You take 1 for blessed. And then what are the 3? There's 1
Acid,
for.
cold, and fire.
So why don't we give
Just give
acid,
Marcus
cold,
some.
and fire?
Yes, to Marcus.
I
Marcus?
already told him he could have mine.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Bless weapon.
Now that you have the drink token, and you know it's from the Naiad, and you're thinking back about what you've heard about this Jason kid, you do recall having heard at one point while you were out drinking with the randos in Trapsborough that there was a lot of suspicion that this kid was doing a little side action, maybe skimming from the Swiftwinds a little bit and selling things through a contact that he had who frequented the Naiad.
Cool. I tell no one.
Nice.
Cool.
Do you
So-
have your potion of fire? I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Having cleared this room of its evil denizens, taken the items as evidence for your investigation, but still having seen no sign of the book, which it is your holy mission to recover, you must decide what it is that you will do next. However, before we get to those actions, we gotta take a little break. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna go.
Thank you everyone for watching us. Please go like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/dragons and stuff and watch us every Friday night live.